Guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the last issue of Magik, issue number 5. Well, the last issue for me anyway. Is more, after this, but I'm not going to buy that because the series is crap. And I'm going to show you why. Beautiful covers cannot save this book. And there's a reason why books like this has no sustainability, right? Because it's getting canceled left and right. Because the writers don't know the characters. They don't know how to write a important, thoughtful, impactful story. They just go through the motions. It's all crap. Yeah, and I'm going to show you why. So you can read what's going on here. There's a lot of things wrong with this book in the beginning of this page here of this whole series. So they have to protect the last ward. Because Liminal, that's the big bad guy, coming back to that a little bit later, needs to destroy the ward so he can come back to Earth. And we have this loser Cal, he needs to stay behind to evacuate any stragglers, right? And we have also mutant farmers. Why? I do not know, but because they are just plot points. So out of nowhere, she's irritated because of what happened in the last issue, right? At the cliffhanger was good. I just give him that. But everything else, so she knows what Dani talked about her with Cal. And then, I don't know, out of nowhere, demons are here and they are doing this, fire ring around these mutant farmers. Why are these people here? Why are they not being brought to safety? Because they are here to do the super duper magic stuff, right? And protecting people. But out of nowhere, these monsters come. All right. Interesting design. And she talks about a gravity demon that is, these also called generals. These are not generals, these are losers. All right. So the gravity demon was also in the last issue, by the way, but she comes back anyway. So all right, she's teleporting Dani away to do the Plan B thingy, and she's using water spells to put out the flames, right? So Cal says, "What do we do?" Like a moron. Should you just evacuate any stragglers, or maybe evacuate these people, these mutant farmers? It's just so stupid. So she says, "You stay here, it's safe. Don't worry, Cal. Dani will be here to spy on me." Okay, so she knows, right? And he now knows that she knows. Anyway, so we have the fire demon and we have the gravity demon. All these names are so lame. What's next? Monitor demon, cotton demon, wood demon, grass demon. It's just so stupid. Anyway, okay. So Ilyana knows that, she knows that Darkchild is a threat, and she don't hold Dani's or Cal's words against her, but she does, right? And Darkchild must be destroyed if I have any chance of normalcy. Cool. So this woman, the gravity demon, is doing the gravity thing, right? But then she says, "No, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna do a switcheroo." So the fire demon tackles Dani Moonstar, and she's tackling Ilyana Magik, right? And she says, "Well, I'm in a bad mood," and then she does this, right? And she says, "Surprisingly, you're not the one who caused it. Do you want to say something to me, Magik?" I really hate it when there is supposedly danger and the heroes are just bickering and joking with each other, which takes away all the danger that is in the book, right? You were fighting for your life and you just making small talk. All right, so they are taking the fire demon out, and these are generals, right? Demon generals should be very powerful monsters, right? That's what generals are, not low-level demons. If I think of a general, first of all, they look like a general. Second of all, they are extremely powerful. No, just one tomahawk and it's down and done. You're angry. You think? Okay, more bickering. We don't have time for this. So she's using then a fire spell to push these guys back. So you would think that they would regroup and attack them. No, because this farmer mutant is going to be sacrificed. I mean, wait a minute, aren't you just you're just being attacked? Why don't you just, I don't know, conjure up a shield or just return magic fire or defend yourself instead of concentrating on these sacrifice? But then Liminal on the other dimension says, "Hey, this is not enough. There's not enough blood to break my seal." So he says, "You two of my horde should know that rituals require sacrifice." I mean, isn't that what he is? A little sacrifice, or am I? You just said so. This is a sacrifice. You're contradicting yourself. All right. So and then he does, I don't know, this. And he says that these two are responsible for what happened to him, right? And they use a spell, and it should have backfired on them, but it backfired on him. So he says, now it's your turn, and that's ironic. And now they have completed the spell. All the barriers are broken, right? And now Liminal can come to Earth. Somehow it awoken, or, parts of Ilyana's soul, I guess, turning her more into Darkchild. So Liminal comes because the 3 weeks time that he gave her is over. I don't know, it was even 2 weeks or 2 seconds or 3 weeks. It doesn't really matter. So, all right, he's here. Cool. You said, okay, it's gonna be a big fight, right? He's awesome. He's super cool. He's pretty powerful. Oh man, you're in for a rude awakening. Okay, so she says, "Let go of me, Dani. You dare to harm me? No, I refuse. You will not take over." So they're doing some kind of a switcheroo dance, for power or dominance, and I think this looks cool, right? I mean, I don't hate the art or the style here. There is some cool stuff that is in here, but the writing is atrocious. And some of the designs are laughable, in my opinion. Anyway, so she is fighting herself, right? It's all very predictable. All right, so Dani Moonstar comes. Liminal conjures up a barrier. And so Cal comes. He says, hey, I want to help. And Mirage says, no, it's too dangerous. And Magik heard us. She heard us the other night. Of course she did. I knew something was wrong. Now this is interesting. I don't know if you can hear me, Ilyana, but we need to talk, even if we both rather avoid the subject. Darkchild terrifies me, and for all these years she still haunts me like she scares you. Yet somehow, Ilyana, you preserve through that horror. Basically, she's praising her, that she is, the bestest ever, and she can hold off the Darkchild, and she's very courageous and all that stuff, right? And she doesn't need to fall or turn to the dark side. I mean, that's basically the gist. All right. So, and then they are in their minds. How? Well, I haven't seen that before. And Ilyana attacks her demon self, right? Because, she's fed up with this thing. And he says, hey, why are you so calm? So Darkchild says, why should I hurt myself? I'm you. And he says, myself? I'm not you. I did not ask for this. You lead of me and corrupt everything good in my life. But then she says, is that how you see me after all these years? Yes, it's true. I was born in limbo and you were not. So for that purpose I was created? To be a tool for others? No, I'm a tool to protect you. Really? Is that what happened in the past when she took over? I didn't think so. All right. So and she says, well, you suppress me instead of confronting me, right? And she says, after all these years, your mental barriers are fully down, and I have one message for you, Ilyana. I am you. So, ta-da, yes, and there shows she has a self-reflection. She forgives her demon selves because, a demon cannot be a demon. They have to be good guys because there is no bad guys in Marvel Comics nowadays. They have to all be redeemed, right? Nothing is just truly evil or truly wicked, or truly, terrifying. Everything has to be dumbed down. Everything has to be safe. So basically, she is forgiving herself, and now they are joining as one. All right, now here comes the kicker. ads. Okay, so Liminal, all right, still threatening everybody else here, and he's talking to this little mage, come to avenge his bloodline. He doesn't have the power, so he says, well, shut up, and he's doing this. And of course, Liminal is too strong somehow, and this, like I said, this magical stuff, it looks cool. I don't dislike it. There's some interesting things going on here. But before he can do anything, oh no, it's Ilyana in fully powered demon form. So remember when Dani says this? Darkchild terrifies me. After all these years, she still haunts me. So that means she's seeing Darkchild coming out of a portal, right? She doesn't know, that Ilyana has reconciled with her evil self and that they are now one, right? So according to her, she should now be terrified of this creature that she sees before her, right? She should be cowering, totally scared, maybe on a defensive stance, maybe wants to attack her. You know what she's saying? You know what she's saying to Darkchild? You are a show-off. What the heck is even that? Is that... No! You should be terrified. You just said it. You don't know that they are being that they have joined forces. You weren't there. But she's acting like she knows what's happening. And that she's just having some playful banter with Ilyana. This is so bad. This is so bad. All right, so Liminal says, haha, this is exactly what I wanted, right? And finally, you accept your true self in very predictable way. She just immediately attacks, right? And she says, Limbo was my home and I bonded to it. You think I wouldn't do the same to Earth? No. I don't tolerate claims to my domain. What do you mean, your domain? Where does that come from? Earth is not your domain. What are you talking about? All right, so he now slashes him open, right? And he says, haha, you think you're in control? What a joke. And he shreds off his visage. So this is then the super duper bigger Liminal super powered being, right? So yeah, it's gonna be super awesome, super big fight, super amazing, lots of danger, world's gonna be torn apart, right? You know what she does? She grabs him and beats him to a pulp with zero resistance. So she is a total girl boss here without any effort. She just, destroys, or holds this so-called powerful creature back. He didn't even do once. He didn't even attack her. He didn't even hurt her. But Mariner, she is now the super duper Darkchild, right? She can't be. Just get out of here with this crap. He still threatens her, right? And says, if you kill me, my dome is too intertwined with Earth's magic. What? How is that? Where did that happen? Are you just making stuff up? I mean, like I said, these creators, these writers don't know what they're doing, right, with these characters. They just say stuff, and we should supposedly accept that as happening. There is no indication that his magic is intertwined with Earth, and if he's peril, then the world will unravel. Dude, you are nobody. You are a nobody. She's kicked your ass in 2 seconds. Your ass. So she says, no, I don't think so. And she says, oh, Daddy, we need to get rid of him fast. So, all right. He says, he forced a connection with me. So this guy says, Cal, hey, the seal was made with my blood, right? My family's blood. And she says, no, you are not a tool to forge the seal. So they are also bantering and arguing with each other. Said, you know what? I'm going to do that myself because I have Darkchild. Not oppressed, but, had control over Darkchild all these years, so she could do it again with this guy, right? And she says, well, no, you don't have the capacity to make this decision, Cal. I'm going to do it, right? I will become the seal. All right, ads. So she's doing the mumbo-jumbo thing, Ever since I was a kid, I tried to make up for the evils that occurred around me in Limbo. Evils that I now realize I subconsciously blamed on myself. All right. So he says, she says, oh, you need to deserve a childhood. But he says, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be the seal. And they are doing this, right? So he's absorbing him, I guess, right? I mean, where is the... So, okay. And I thought, okay, maybe some kind of an explosion, maybe some screaming, maybe some, I don't know, defiance from the big bad Liminal, the big threat that this book is all about, right? No, it's just gone, right? It's just a flash, and then that's it. That's it, guys. There's no, yeah, he's gone. And he's now, I don't know, in coma, trapped within this guy. So they're arguing again, right? And so she says, I'm going to take Cal back to the Society HQ. And she says, I come with you. Okay, here it goes. Now, this whole banter here has nothing to do with what's happening here. So she says, no, you had your chance, Ilyana. I follow you, lead, and this is where we ended up. No, you just offer yourself to help her in the past comics. You came across her path and you decided to help her, right? It's my turn now. Your turn for what? It's not fair, Dani. I've been fair. I've been supportive. But leadership means putting the needs of your team above your own. What team? There is no team. There's just two people in this guy. That's not a team. And what do you mean leadership? You can't keep acting alone and running in blind. If you do, you're going to keep hurting the ones you love. Look, the shock on her face. I mean, what is this image here, right? She's acting so shocked that this is some kind of a big revelation that rocked her world, that shocked her core. I mean, she's been around forever, right? These words shouldn't shock her. This should be common knowledge. And what has this particular dialogue has to do with her wanting to come in with Dani? Absolutely nothing. What do you mean leadership? What do you mean team? What do you mean acting alone and running blind? She just wants to come with you. What are you talking about? It's just... Okay, so Cyclops here. Hey, Ilyana, what are you doing here? Are you back? Oh, yeah, you should have woken me up. I'm gonna do some pancaking for you, right? It's not really that... I don't remember that he's that kind of caring person that he's gonna do that. Now, okay, well, you've been through a lot. I still remember when you first came back to Earth. So this whole dialogue is him praising her, that she's the bestest ever. I mean, look at this, right? I lose count. I mean, how many teams we've been together? I lose count because I truly can't imagine a team without you. Really? Really? How many teams have you been on being a leader without her? You always had my back, pushed me to be a better leader and grow into a person I am today. What am I reading? What am I reading? When did she push you to become a better leader? Hey, guys, I hate Cyclops with a passion. I think he's scum of the earth, but he's actually a very good leader. No way she has any influence on him being a leader. When did that happen? I mean, he is acting that she is some kind of a mentor to him. Are you crazy? Right? For someone who supposedly likes to be alone, you touch so many lives. Despite everything that has happened, you still choose to get back up every day. Dude, stop sucking up to her, dude. You fucking weakling. You choose kindness time and time again. No, she didn't. That's what I'm talking about, right? These writers don't know. They didn't read what happened before all this, right? This is their new project that they want to push their teeth into it or something like that, or grab onto it. But they're totally ignoring what happened in the past, right? They are just looking at Wikipedia and they're just reading some lines and says, yeah, okay, I get the character now, and now I'm gonna do this. This is crap. I'm not going into this. So yeah, my last book of this shitty book, and I'm done. I have nothing more to say. This is crap. Totally mischaracterized all these characters, right? Maybe Dani Moonstar, but especially Magik and Cyclops, dude. He's a total different person, right? Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.